Comey is playing with him like a cat with a mouse and seeing if he can get Trump to erupt or lie or whatever. January 5th, 2017, James Comey, Susan Rice, Obama, they're sitting around the Oval Office. Comey says, in so many words, he's not going to tell Trump all about the details of the Russiagate investigation. He's going to keep him in the dark, which leads Susan Rice later on to write a Cover Your Flanks memo. The fact is, they knew that now, in addition to all the falsity, now Obama has commissioned a false ICA report saying there was a hack and leak. Now they all know that Comey is going to take this falsity and continue to undermine Trump while defrauding Trump. He's the president, he's the commander in chief. He has a right to every bit of intelligence. It's like, oh, we're not going to tell Roosevelt what the Nazis are doing. Of course, you've got to tell the commander in chief of any national security incident. So what happens is they not only have a false community assessment, but they also conspire to deprive Trump of knowledge about this, while Comey and his group and Andrew McCabe, these sneaky little guys, were spying on him, recording what he says, writing memos, trying to figure out how to get him for some kind of obstructive behavior. Comey is playing with him like a cat with a mouse and seeing if he can get Trump to erupt or lie or whatever. So that's basically the story. But this whole thing that is now coming out is so huge when you imagine that our intelligence agencies were corrupted, our campaign was corrupted, the Oval Office was corrupted, all to get a guy. And now, why did they go to this trouble? Because they knew from their polling that Trump had this perch and this capture of the electorate that was hard to stop. This whole thing was to try to minimize the Trump wave and to try to keep that middle range of the electorate that doesn't really look at things very closely, fool them and keep power. And so it was a really true perversion of our democracy.